girls, touching a baby squirrel today was not on my bingo card, but here we are. It is very much still alive. It fell out of the nest with another one, and the other one did not make it, but this one was still breathing. Oh, there's so many ants over here though. Shit. I don't like it. I don't know where to put it. I don't want any ants to get to it. I put it by the base of the tree where it fell from, but I don't know if Mama will come get her. Oh, God. Okay, girls. Well, we have a baby squirrel in the car, and I'm driving it to a rehabilitation center. And I just hope that they are still living so that when I get there, you know, I don't know. I'm just stressed. Okay, Squirrel, we're at the rehabilitation center. Now that I'm calmed down and not so stressed, I kind of just want to explain. I want to just like preface some things. I was walking Ryder in his neighborhood, and unfortunately on the sidewalk was a baby squirrel that had passed away. And not to get graphic, which honestly just even hearing this would, like, if I was the one listening to this right now, I probably wouldn't want to hear this, so trigger warning. But ants were getting to the baby squirrel that fell on the pavement. Obviously when they fall, it was a really tall tree, and so it probably did die on impact. But the other squirrel, Button, she fell into the grass from the tree. And the grass in this neighborhood is very plush and like luscious, and so it was really like, it's like padded basically. So she did fall from a great height, but the grass broke her fall, and she was literally curled up in the grass. And when I noticed that she was still breathing, I was like panicked, and I had to finish my walk though. Like, that's my job. Ryder's owner paid me to do this, so I couldn't just like go put him back inside and attend to the squirrel right away, even though I wanted to. So I finished our walk, I hung out with Ryder inside, and then as soon as our 30 minutes were done, I sprinted to this squirrel. I'm not kidding. I grabbed the only thing in my car I really had to put it in was a dog bowl and napkins. So I had a little dog water bowl, put the napkins in it, and I picked up the squirrel. I did not touch the squirrel directly. I had a doggy bag on my hand, and I picked up the squirrel and put it in the bowl, and the squirrel did try to get out of the bowl. Like, it wanted to climb out. It laid down, it curled up, and I put it at the base of the tree, hoping that Mom Squirrel would come and get her. Unfortunately, I had to go to another dog walk directly after walking Ryder. So I was stressed and didn't know what to do. Obviously, it's like I couldn't bring the squirrel with me. And I wanted to give the mom squirrel a chance to claim her baby. So I noticed that there was a person walking their dog outside where I was, and it happened to be Ryder's downstairs neighbor. So I kind of gave him the rundown. I asked him if he could just please check on the squirrel one time while I was gone. I told him I would be back within an hour, and I just didn't want ants to get to it, or any other, you know, predators. He said that he would. I left, I rushed, I walked Chloe, I came back, and the squirrel was still in the bowl at the base of the tree. I immediately called a wildlife rehabilitation center, and they didn't answer. I left a message with all the information, and then I immediately called FWC and told them this what happened, and she was connecting me to a wildlife rehabilitation center, but I had already called them prior. Like, when I left to go walk Chloe, I had already called them, and they told me to call this other wildlife rehabilitation center, the one I left the message to. So I just ended up hanging up. It was like ringing me to someone, and then I got that rehabilitation center's voicemail too. So I was like, okay, forget it. And then right in that moment is when the rehabilitation center who I needed to talk to called me back. And I finally gave her the explanation, and she said, why don't you just go ahead and bring it here? So I drove 30 minutes, and I brought the squirrel to the rehabilitation center, and that woman inspired me so much. And I think the work she does is incredible. She was telling me all about all the animals that she saved over the years. She was telling me her numbers just for this year. She's rescued and rehabilitated hundreds of squirrels. Hundreds of squirrels. Well, I know that I left Button in good hands. She weighed 49 grams, I think. I don't know. I don't really remember. I know it was 49 something. I want to say grams, but maybe I'm wrong. She said she didn't look dehydrated and that she should make a full recovery. And I am just so grateful that I found Button and brought her to them. And I just want to say that all animals, big and small, deserve that kind of love and respect. Because why wouldn't they deserve that? I mean, I know that might not be important to other people, but to me, that was like, no question, I'm saving this baby. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm saving this baby. Like, I very much cared. Oh, the lady at the rehabilitation center was amazing, and she told me that Button was a girl. I was curious to know. Button was a girl, so she's for the girls. Yeah, she put her in a little clear container, breathable. Obviously, she knows what she's doing. We don't need to question her at all. She put a little blanket in there, and then she put it on top of a heating pad. And I'm just so grateful that that happened to me. I'm really happy that I'm the one who stumbled across that, even though, was it like annoying that the only rehabilitation center was 30 minutes away? Sure. We got it done, and I have no regrets, and I'm so grateful. I would do it again. I would do it 10 more times. So that's kind of just all I really wanted to say. Oh, and in one of the clips, when we had pulled up to the rehabilitation center, and I'm like, hey, like I'm holding the bowl, and I'm like, all right, we're here, it's time to go. I was shaking. I wasn't trying to like actually shake the squirrel. Like, I wasn't trying to shake the bowl. My hands were just genuinely shaking because I had so much adrenaline. And I was like a nervous wreck, just hoping that this baby didn't die. So yeah, I just want to say I was not trying to shake the squirrel. That's all. Have a wonderful day. All animal lives matter.